What's going on, everyone? Juicebags here, and welcome back to the channel. With Stardew Valley Update 1.5, it's all about the golden walnuts. We all know it. Now, it takes 100 golden walnuts to unlock Key's secret room. However, after that, you're going to see that there is 130 total possible golden walnuts hidden throughout the island. Now, in an effort to make this video as quick as possible, we are going to speed through some things. I will put timestamps to chapters down in the description below. But first things first, when you get to the island, you're going to be introduced to Leo and his parrot. This parrot is going to be crucial throughout, as you can come back to the parrot whenever you want and ask the parrot for hints. The parrot's going to tell you a general hint, one per day, of where there are still undiscovered walnuts. Now, this is updated, so if it's 5 walnuts in the western part of the island and you go get one of them, the next time you go back to it, he's going to say 4 walnuts. So definitely use the parrot. Another important thing to note is there is a specific number of walnuts and no respawns. In addition, every walnut that you can see has a path to it somewhere. Now, the game is going to first head you to the Volcano Mines. In the Volcano Mines, you're going to get a lot of super early walnuts. You're going to get those from killing enemies, from destroying volcano mine devices, from mining volcano rocks, and then from looting the volcano chests. Now, if you come back the next day, the chest is going to have a different reward in it. It's only your first time on those walnuts. Now, in addition to mining the rocks in the volcano, you can also mine the mussel rocks just south of your island farm, and this is going to yield you 5 more mining-related walnuts. In addition to killing enemies in the mines themselves, you can come and kill these slimes over in the western area of the map, and they will drop walnuts as well. You can collect 5 walnuts from fishing in deep water, and if you take your very first golden coconut that you find and run it on over into town, just like cracking open a geode, your first golden coconut is guaranteed to have a walnut in it. Now, in addition to the mine-related walnuts and the mining, fishing, and killing-related walnuts, there is a ton of walnuts throughout the rest of the island. There's going to be puzzles, shrines, quests, and events throughout the island, starting off with this music memory puzzle. Now, you come up to here, you complete the memory puzzle, and it's going to reward you with walnuts. Next up, you can head on over to Birdie and start her quest. There will be a link up in the cards on how to complete this quest step by step. This is going to reward you with 10 walnuts. Now, Gourmand Frog, once you get your farmhouse unlocked, is going to require some growing. This is a 3-stage quest, and each stage of the quest is going to reward you 5 golden walnuts for a total of 15 from this particular event. Now, over in the Eastern Forest Shrine, you can complete the puzzle and get yourself some walnuts there. It's important to note this puzzle is random and changes every time, so the order for me may not be the order for you on these gem placements. You can give a banana to the gorilla right outside of Leo's place, and that's going to get you 3 walnuts. If you head on over into Pirate's Cove, there's going to be another puzzle over there on a rainy day, and this mermaid is going to give you additional walnuts upon completion. On Monday evenings after 8 p.m. over in this Pirate Cove, there is going to be a pirate shindig going down, and there's going to be an NPC that will invite you to play some darts. Each time you complete this puzzle, just throwing darts, you're going to gain 1 walnut. You can complete it 3 different times. Each time, the amount of darts you get to complete the puzzle will go down. You're going to be able to collect 5 walnuts from growing on your island farm. Now, it's important to note you have to use crops that are in the ground that you pull out of the ground, and that crop is consumed. When it's harvested, this is going to yield 5 potential golden walnuts right here on your farm. Once you bust out Professor Snail from his imprisonment, he's going to head on over to the tent here, where you're going to be offered up 2 different questions. Answer both of these questions correctly, and you are rewarded walnuts. In addition to that, you can turn artifacts into Professor Snail himself, just like back in town, and once you complete each individual segment, you will be rewarded with walnuts as well. There's many hidden paths throughout the game and items hidden in the ground. First things first, let's take a look at the hidden paths, as there are many. As I mentioned earlier though, every single golden walnut that you can see has a path to it somewhere. Let's take a moment and go through all of the hidden paths on the island. Now, additionally, there is an absolute ton of walnuts hidden underground. Now, one thing that's important to note, if you go to any of these locations and there is not a walnut there, it is because some of these spots are tied to finding a journal scrap. So that walnut will not be there in the ground until you find the journal scrap that is mapping out that particular location. It is pretty safe to say, though, that anywhere throughout the island on the ground where you see any sort of configuration where there's some sort of pattern with a spot in the middle of it, there is going to be a walnut there. Now, as I mentioned, it may be tied to a journal scrap, but every one of these areas throughout the entire island has a walnut hidden in the ground. So hopefully this helps everyone get to 130 found walnuts. It took quite a bit to grind through this and record it all, and several days to actually find them on my main account. Was an absolute ton of fun. If you have any questions regarding any of the puzzles or events on Ginger Island, check the playlist above, as I've gone through and made step-by-step tutorials on a lot of these puzzles and events. So good luck to everyone, happy walnut hunting, and I will see ya next time around. Thanks again.